So this was not actually my original plan. When I left my last media job, I kind of had to give back all my media loaner bikes at the time, considering they were signed out to the company I used to work for, Vital MX. So I had this bike, and I had to clean it all back up and give it back to Kawasaki, and now it's back. And originally, like I said, that was not the plan, because I wasn't sure exactly what bikes I was going to get this year on loan. I went out and bought a KX450. I was trying to put my money where my mouth was, considering I said this was my favorite bike in the 2019 450 shootout. So I went out and bought one. I had all these grand plans to build it up in a couple different stages, from, you know, a build that I think most people could relate to and use the information off of to make their bike better, to the all grand, I want to do everything to it I've always wanted. But then you get a fresh bike, and it's definitely a lot easier to start with a grand build before you've messed with anything or got anything dirty or have to re-grease or mess with anything. So I really wanted to take this one down to the frame and start going all in on it. And then I got lucky enough to get that one. So I am still gonna go with the original plan of doing multiple stage builds, but now it's gonna happen to two different bikes. So the one here I own. Right now on video, we're gonna run it down to the frame. This thing's gonna get ready to go out and have the frame and swing arm anodized. And I'll kind of chronicleize all the build as we go up from there. I've got a lot of really trick stuff. Bit of it coming from Europe, a couple of little things from all over the world, but this one together in a pretty epic fashion. While the one behind me, the Kawasaki loaner, is actually going to get a little bit different treatment. We're going to start with, since we get this off, we're going to start with a couple little key things you can basically do with the bike out of the box, just stuff related to the balance, suspension settings, ECU, and a couple of quick tips and tricks to make it better. And then from there, the videos for this bike will move on a bit, as I'm going to try to build something that's maybe just a little bit more relatable. We're going to go through, change a couple parts on it, improve upon suspension, engine performance, balance of the bike, etc. But what I'm also really curious about is what people want to see done to it. So I have my idea of the two different builds I'll do with it over the next month, but I also want to know, before I have to give it back to Kawasaki, what people would actually like to see done to this one. So please drop in the comments section below. Let me know what parts you want tested or what you would like to hear a little bit of feedback on. And if we have time, we'll go through and do that one to this bike while I'm getting busy doing everything I've always wanted to this one. And now it's time to tear it down. So first place to start, I guess we're gonna take all the plastic and seat off. As we'll start there. Now, the cool part with having my own bike in this situation, the one that I'm tearing down right now to the frame in this video, is I have full freedom of what I want to do to it. While it is nice to get free OEM loaner bikes from the OEM's loaner fleet to do modifications and projects out of, there are some restrictions, usually around powder coating and anodizing frames, engine cases, doing too many engine mods, different stuff with suspension. There's sometimes these limitations, what we can do. But now that I own this one, I can do anything I want to it. Heck, it's a Kawasaki. I could turn it red. I can't do that to the one in the background, but I could do it to the one you see right here. And actually what I'm going through is I'm going to anodize this frame, some of the parts on the engine, going to do a minor engine build. I've got some kit suspension I'm assembling for it, a bunch of titanium bits. Actually, when I was done with this disassembly here, I shot another video where I weighed almost every part off the bike, and I'm going to post that next so you can see kind of what it really weight goes into this 450. And as I rebuild it, I'm going to weigh all the new components coming in and see not only how much overall weight we're able to drop on the bike, but really where that weight is coming off of the bike at. As I build this up, there's going to be a couple different videos posted as that one build. While for the next month, the one in the background, I'm going to use as a test mule for a bunch of pipes, revalve suspension. And that's why I mentioned earlier in the video, I want to know in the comment section what people want to see tested. I have a list of parts already drawn out, and a lot of them are here that I'm going to use on that bike. But I also want to know what people are interested in. So please drop that in. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to have a little playlist built out for all the projects this bike. As each video comes out, you should also find the links below each corresponding video to kind of give you an idea of how many there are in total for each bike. But yeah, just keep in touch. Like I said, I'm down to answer any questions in the comments section. You can also email me. I'm down to go through all the parts and what I thought of them. Just about there.